Thank you, Rob and the BGSO, for that stirring music. Copeland's Fanfare for the Common Man. I couldn't think of a more fitting anthem to kick off the message that we have prepared tonight. This message brought to you through the music and songs, words of folks from all across our community, this wonderful little world we call home. During tonight's program, you will hear from those who have traveled near and far to become a part of our community here, from those whose journey has been transformative, covering vast distances and sometimes great personal hardship. You will hear from many of Janesville and Beloit's sons and daughters. In our children and youth gathered here tonight, the voice of our community present and future. From all corners of our community, we share this singular message, one of gratitude for all we have, where we've come from, the struggles and successes we've shared, and how we may build a stronger community together for our future. This message would not be complete without your voice, saying thank you for all creation, for our town's hills painted with autumn's splendor, for the hardships we have overcome, for the help we've received along our way. Let us all join and stand together, saying thank you, one voice joined together in a mighty chorus of gratitude for all we share and all we can achieve, a message to move our hearts, music to move our world.
Thank you, Dr. Tamaro and the Beloit Janesville Symphony Orchestra. The piece we heard earlier, that great rousing piece with the full choir, All Creatures of Our God and King, was conducted by Brian Knudsen. My name is Edie Barron, and I'm pleased to say that I'm the executive director of the Beloit Janesville Symphony Orchestra, although many of you out here know me as a person who's worn many different hats here in the Janesville community. Since tonight's a night of gratitude, I want to take a moment to shout out to a few people I am particularly grateful for every time we do a concert, and that is our stage crew, without whom all concerts would not happen. Thank you, Brandon Cassidy, Stephen Trueblood, Jer Carpenter, and Ian Talbot, and let's give them a big hand. Another person I am truly grateful for is Ben Johnston-Uri. What you are seeing on this stage is his vision, his dream. He was smart enough to reach out and assemble all these talented people you're seeing tonight to make his dream come true. But this all started from inside his rich heart and his incredibly fertile imagination. And you better watch out, this is just the beginning. He has an amazing vision for community, for bringing us together in gratitude and in love. Now, the piece we just heard, Ellis Island. It was the land of hope, the end of a long journey for millions of grateful immigrants. When I was a young child, my German mother, my German Polish father, my older sister, and I almost landed in Ellis Island. After an arduous 2 weeks in the bottom of a reconverted American warship, we finally arrived in New York, but there was a workers' strike, and we were diverted to Boston Harbor. It has always been a disappointment to me that I can't say I landed on Ellis Island. From Boston, we took a train to the inner city of Chicago, and that's where I grew up. Not completely German, not completely American. And in 1978, I migrated up north to Janesville, Wisconsin. Ben asked me, what makes Janesville a land of opportunity for you, Edie? What keeps you here? I can honestly say that I feel an incredible sense of community here. It didn't happen all at once, but now with all the friends I have who are truly my family, all the connections I have, and all the opportunities I have here, I can say that I am grateful for Janesville. This community, you have embraced me. You have not only allowed me to explore and expand my own creative life in the performing arts, you have enthusiastically supported me. When I started Spotlight on Kids in 1992, you eagerly attended our programs, and you sent your children to take our classes and to act in our plays. Rotary Gardens opened its arms to our Halloween walks and our Shakespeare productions. The Historical Society partnered with us in history-based productions, and JPAC became a second home to me even after my tenure with Spotlight on Kids. I have had tremendous artistic and personal opportunities and experiences in this community, too many for me to enumerate here, but buy me a glass of wine and I'd be more than happy to tell you all my stories. And this community continues to embrace me and my efforts, particularly now through the BJSO and JPAC. I have seen tremendous growth and evolution in the world of the arts since I moved here. I am grateful that Janesville continues to embrace and support the arts. and that Janesville continues to open its doors to people of imagination. I am an immigrant who is a part of the fabric of America, of Wisconsin, of Rock County, of Janesville, and I am grateful. Thank you. And now let us welcome back Dr. Rob Tomorrow with West Side Story.
Hello, Janesville. Hello, Janesville. That's getting better. If you're happy that you're here, please say hello louder. Yes, thank you. I would like to share with you what it means for me to be part of Janesville community. I come from East, and now I live here in the West. Let's add all our energies and build the community we dream of. I thank you, Ben, to invite me here tonight to connect with all of you and share my East and West story. I honestly have learned so much about myself here in Janesville. I must say this, I have brought many good values with me to my new communities every time I moved. And also, I have learned many good values from the new communities. We should believe in our own abilities and each other. Janesville has helped me to find strength and find out what I really stand for. Thanks for allowing me to feel Janesville is home. I belong here, I can help, I can get help. I have learned that every time we travel, whether it's across the world or to the other side of the town we live in, our understanding grows. Traveling gives us the opportunity to see ourselves in one another, to see what we share in our community, sometimes together, the struggles and the successes. We should believe in each other. I believe in you. You should believe in yourself. We all have more in common than you can imagine. We all make mistakes. We all judge unknowingly. We all have fear of unknown. For example, saying someone's name wrong. That happens to me a lot. Our job is to make connections, and mine is no different. I'm grateful to be part of the community that has given me the opportunity to no longer be that woman. I have a name now. My name is Jale. I have a place in our community, and I feel gratitude. I feel appreciations. I feel kindness. I feel help, favors, and connections. I see how much it helps me to grow and not to have fear or judgment against others, as much as it's in my control. Some of the things I have learned from this community are volunteering in a greater way. I serve in different organizations to be part of the community and to learn more about the unknowns. Each one of us in this community have a talent to make Janesville a better place for ourselves and others. You, us, have important talent to develop. You have an important talent, quality to share and give to others. You matter. Your story matters. Our story matters. When you stay in a box or put others in a different box, it is impossible to connect. We rise by lifting others. You are already making a difference in our community if you are mentoring someone, helping, forgiving, and listening to others. I want you to know, all of you, intentionally or unintentionally, have changed me to a stronger, more positive, and a compassionate woman. And that is courage from both sides. I pride myself on ability to see good sides of people. And I do see good in our community every day more than yesterday. I dream, as Gandhi says, be the change you wish to see in the world. Now, raise your hand if you are with me, despite of your belief in religion, politics, style of your family. Or if you want compassion, gratitude, respect, healthy and positive community, raise your hand. I invite you to shake hands with someone next to you and feel the energy to build a more vibrant community. Raise your hand and shake somebody and to highlight the strengths of everybody in our community. You are feeling the love. You are feeling the commitment to build the community for all. And that is the mission of the Janesville Works. Please join us in Janesville Works. It's a new thing in Janesville. We're all grateful for that. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Just so everybody knows, that is the song. I lit my eyes up, and it was it started as a melody with my dear, amazing wife, Caitlin, who is a composer and everything. So thank you very much. We will have about a 10-minute intermission. There are refreshments in the back, and then our service will continue. Our concert will continue with the second half in 10 minutes. Thank you all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much once again for being with us. My name is Rob Tomorrow. I'm the conductor of the Beloit Janesville Symphony Orchestra. And I just want to thank Ben Johnson-Ure and the staff and everybody here at First Lutheran for making the orchestra feel so welcome to be a part of your community here in this service. So thank you for having us. Thank you so much. I also want to mention that we were invited to do this concert after our symphony season was set and our schedule was set. So I want to thank all the members of the orchestra who've stretched their time and generously found a way to fit this long and very productive day into their pre-holiday schedule. So how about a round of applause? Thank you, everybody. I would like to dedicate this performance of the Barber Adagio for strings as a celebration of the life and the spirit and the work of my dear friend and mentor, Erwin Bud Beyer, who passed away a few weeks ago. In 1973, I was an actor. I was a theater student at Northwestern University, and I walked into Bud's class for the first time thinking that I knew everything. Well, I knew practically nothing. And he had a year to get me and the rest of the seniors in shape, and many of them are the people that you see on TV and film now who've come through Bud's studios. I lost touch with Bud for 40 years and then reconnected with him just a year ago and found out that after retiring from Northwestern as the chair of the department, he embarked upon an entirely new career, flying all around the world and acting as a mentor and coach to symphonic conductors, helping them to be emotionally and spiritually present in performance and to work with the orchestra. How could I have known back then that I would be a conductor? And you can imagine his surprise when he found out that I was. And he was very kind, and so I had the opportunity to study with him twice, as an actor and as a conductor. So this performance is for you, Bud. Thank you so much.
During our program tonight, we've heard the voices of our neighbors and friends and loved ones, and probably some folks we've never met before. But who we are all together tonight to speak about what it means to be community. In just a few moments, we're going to invite the children of our community up to present their own musical message. But before we do so, I just wanted to take a moment to highlight the programming that makes all of this possible, and that is First Events. Founded with the vision of allowing a church to have a creative way to serve. First Events utilizes music and arts programming that sponsors a variety of programs, including the Academy Singers and other after-school programming hosted in our 4th Ward, HealthNet of Rock County, and other community initiatives. We strive to create programming that not only lifts up the community need, but provides opportunities for us to come together. Whether it's at our annual Jazz Fest, indoor-outdoor concert series throughout the year, or large events such as this one tonight. And none of that is possible without your support. If anything that you have heard tonight or will hear resonates in your heart, if lifting up our community makes sense to you, I ask that you please consider supporting us as we look to support our community together going forward. And at this point, the ushers are actually going to pass the plate for an offering that goes towards continuing our First Events initiative into 2019. Thank you for your consideration. Before we conclude this evening, I just want to extend my thanks to all those who gathered here tonight to make our message heard, to the musicians, the wonderful conductors, Jan and Brian Knutson and Robert Tamaro, all of the volunteers, the BJSO, the Beloit College, Craig High School, Parker High School, the Academy Singers, and all the various community groups and members participating. Let's give them a round of applause. And I want to thank you all for coming here tonight. When I first dreamed about us coming together around something to get inspired to, as Jolly quoted, be the change you see. We all have special gifts and talents. And many of you have shared your own ideas with me when we talk after church or in the community. Don't just dream of what Janesville can become, but take steps to make it happen. Go out to coffee with your friends and get involved. Have conversations with them. Join a group. The best time to act is the same as it's always been. It's now, right now. You can share your pledge to build community with us. And you can use the insert provided in the program if you'd like. And if you're ready to get started, jump in with the Janesville Works Initiative, starting on November 15th at the HIP. And now, for those of you who have attended our events in the past, we'd like to close our program tonight by having the children lead us in what's become a bit of an anthem for our first events. He's got the whole world in his hands. And may our voices resound from all corners of the community tonight. Thank you, Janesville. Thank you, Southern Wisconsin. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you.